I am revisiting this review because it seems that I may have been wrong with a couple of the test results I had due to settings on my computer. With that being said, the reviews on the EC2 Evo and the G100S still seem to be accurate. Today we are going to review the Logitech G303. Now the first thing you're going to notice about it is the shape. It's a little bit blocky and it uses a lot of straight lines. The closest mouse I can compare this to is the old Razer Abyssus, the one before the 2014 edition. Except it is quite a bit taller. The mouse weighs approximately 82 grams. Now before we get into talking about how the sensor performs, let's talk about its drivers. As many of you know, it has been a long time since my last mouse review. And since then, many things have changed with mice. They have become quite a bit more convoluted and quite a bit more complicated. Okay, so here are the drivers. The first thing you can see on this illustration is that the mouse has 6 buttons. Now onboard memory is great because that means you can set up your settings and then delete the drivers and move the mouse to any computer and it'll save your settings. Also, I don't think it would be an exaggeration to say that these might be the best feeling mouse buttons I've ever felt on any mouse. Though if anyone is going to switch to this from a Zowie mouse, I must say the actuation pressure is quite low compared to a Zowie mouse, which means it can be quite easy to accidentally press them. Now the drivers allow you to create one of 3 profiles, and any DPI between 200 and 12,000. 5 DPIs per profile, and a polling rate of 125, 250, 500, or 1000. Which means everybody should be able to find at least something they're comfortable with. Now if that weren't enough options, you also have software tuning. Now the default options are the G240 cloth gaming mousepad, G440 hard gaming mousepad, and factory default. Now they also give you the option to add any new surface and to move your mouse around that mousepad to tune it correctly to that surface. Now after tuning, I did notice that the mouse liftoff distance was quite low. Now here is where my test results went awry. Originally I noticed a huge amount of positive acceleration. A couple weeks later, I was contacted and told to change my power settings on Windows to max performance. When I did this and retested, I found that the test results changed dramatically. The mouse also seems to perform slightly better at 800 DPI, but it performs well all the way up to its max DPI of 12,000. Even after tuning the mouse to my mousepad, I found the results continued to be very exceptional. Though I must say I do prefer the default tuning as opposed to the custom tuning, as it still feels more consistent. This may be due to the default tuning's higher liftoff distance. As with custom tuning, the liftoff distance is practically non-existent. Overall, the sensor performs exceptionally. The mouse has plenty of options for anyone to choose and pick from, and the only con seems to be its shape, which can be a little bit uncomfortable to some users. As always, I will include a list of specs at the end of this video. If you like my mouse reviews, don't forget to subscribe. Or if you'd like to support me in other ways, feel free to follow me on Twitch. There is also a link down below for donations. Have a nice day. I am revisiting this review because it seems that I may have been wrong with a couple of the test results I had due to settings on my computer. With that being said, the reviews on the EC2 Evo and the G100S still seem to be accurate. Today we are going to review the Logitech G303.